Hey, it's Scott from Neon Street Productions here, and I'm going to review the Yongnuo YN360S Wand LED light. And we'll be right back after this. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. See you. Now, the first thing that I did want to go over is what it comes with. It comes with nothing. It comes in a box like this. It does have some foam protecting on each end, maybe a bag that it's wrapped in. That's pretty much it. There is no battery with it. So make sure you realize you will need to order a Sony NPF battery at the same time, or you're not going to be able to use it unless you have some of those. Those are pretty common batteries, so most of you, if you're like me, you have a few extra of those in your bag anyway. Now, it's 148 LEDs. It has a threaded bottom. It's a 1/4 inch that this threads right onto. So if you do have stands like I do that have the 1/4 inch bolt coming up, you can thread that right on, and that will sit right on top of your stands. You can use it for most of your camera equipment, so that's real nice. And it does have a barrel adapter. I believe this is a 12 volt is the input voltage, so you would probably need a 12 volt adapter. I would double check that because I haven't checked that honestly. Now this is the YN360S. It's not the YN360. Make sure you get the S at the end of that. Otherwise, you're talking about more of a $80 to $100 light. This one is only $45. It's only 2 colors, and I will display those in a minute. Most of you know the 32 and the 5600 Kelvin light. You got the bright white and you got the more dull white or more of a yellow look. And I actually use both of those. The dull yellow, a lot of people don't think they're going to use it first, but I use them in a lot of horror films, things like that. You know, something more of a dimmer mood. So make sure you actually get a light that at least does that. And there's an up and down on both sides. One side's for the bright white, the other side is for more of the yellowish or the off-white. So you do have complete control. You can mix those. Pretty common for camera equipment. I had picked up I believe it was the NPF 550 battery, which is a 2600 milliamp hour battery. And if you know how to calculate that, you would know that you'll probably get an hour or two out of these. It's according to your brightness. You got dual brightness here, so according to how those are set up, that's going to vary quite a bit. So I really don't want to say an exact time. I think I've gotten a couple, 2 or 3 hours at times out of some of my 2600s and my, which is a Sony NPF 550. Now the bigger 770s, which is more of like a 50-something, 5600 milliamp hour. Now those you'll get, you can get 3, 4, 5 hours, as long as those are fully charged. I wanted to go through this and show you the brightness, at least the best I can through the camera here. And I'm going to go through the more dingy or the yellow off-white first. Now that's at 1. You can see the brightness there. I'm going to go to 25% here. And there's 25, which is about 1/4 of the way up. And I'll go to 50%. And you can kind of see that. And we'll go all the way at a 99, which is the 100%. And that's how bright those there are. And I don't know how far these reach. They don't reach as much as your 480 LED lights or something even bigger than that. They got 660s and so on. It's not going to be that bright, but it's really useful. And I like to use it for backlighting because you can put it anywhere around the person in back of them to kind of maneuver it. Okay, I wanted to save all the tech specs for the end of this video. And before I get into that and wrap it up, I wanted to remind you to please like this video if you liked anything about it or learned anything, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to have some movies releasing very shortly. You're not going to want to miss COVID 2020, a really good movie I'm working on. And I also have another movie that I just started in post, and it's called Bitter, and that'll be out closer to the holiday time. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those. They're all free, and they'll all be on this channel and this channel only. Now, the Yongnuo YN360S, it's 148 LED, 1400 lumen brightness rating, 50,000 hours for the LEDs. It does have the newer LEDs in it, not the old, like the bulb type LEDs. So that's actually really nice. It's 15 watts, so it's not real high on power. You'll get a lot more battery life out of these things. There is a YN362, a YN363. Now I did want to explain one thing. The YN360, just 360 and not the S. This is the S model. The YN360 does have RGB colors, and it has, I believe it's on the back, I've used them on some movie sets before, but it has a dial where you can dial in your colors, your YGB colors, and you can get really accurate with it. It's nice. I found it useful at where we had somebody sitting at a diner that had a neon red sign that was outside, showing outside. So we used the red on it to kind of make the red glow off their face and fit the scene a little better. So that it was really nice in that regard. Now, it is an extra 40 or 50 bucks according to where you buy it. So these are more around the 45, them are more around the $100 range. So make sure you keep that in mind. Me personally, I like to add in color like that after I do a video, and I'll do that, you know, with either a tint or even while I'm color grading. So now that's a personal preference. A lot of people don't like that. So that's really up to you on how you want to proceed with that. And again, I wanted to remind you, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, keep up. I'll be doing a lot more reviews, and I'll put links in the description of this video where you can get this. Like I said, $45 shipped to you. It's a really good deal. I'll put some links for the YN360s, even the 362s, which do come with a built-in rechargeable battery. And I think they've even got a version 3 out, and they add a few more things. So if you want to check those items out, check the description of this video, and I'll see you in the next video.